So a customer of mine recently bought a 180SX, or as it's called in America, a 240SX in real life, and wanted me to replicate the build he is wanting to do on that actual car. So the base car he has is Midnight Purple and has a Type X body kit. So I'm going to start off with this 180SX Type X body and then paint it Midnight Purple, add his wheels, change the seats, add some steering wheels and other custom details around the interior to make it into his dream spec. So let's jump into the box itself, see what's inside, go through it quickly, and then start going into a bit more detail on all the separate parts and sprues. So as you can see on the instructions itself, it's marking out some of the optional extra parts that you don't need, like a steering wheel, some seats, a couple of windows for, I think, a sunroof, extra windows for the front and rear, and even an extra bumper and spoiler for the stock version. Let's start off with the interior. It's pretty basic, but nonetheless a pretty good representation of the actual interior. It doesn't really have that much detail on the door cards itself, but the general shape seems to be there. You also get two dashboards for a left and right hand drive. I'm going to go for a left hand drive as that is what his actual car is. You also get that same option for the center console. You get some seats, as earlier shown in the instructions itself, are pretty much optional. There's two seats in the kit, so you can choose which you want. Same goes for the steering wheel. It has a stock one and also a Type X version in the box as well. On the next sprue, you have the other optional seats and optional steering wheel, including the Type X spoiler. And on the final sprue, there's more optional parts like the standard bumper, and also the standard spoiler, and even the rear parcel tray. The main chassis piece is molded in one big piece, with the engine and transmission and partial drive shaft and exhaust molded in, which is a real shame, as it would have been a lot easier for us to either customize or paint it, at least if it were separate parts, but somehow the gas tank and some other components are separate. Nonetheless, it does look really good, and with a bit of a steady hand, it can be a pretty sharp piece. And all the other parts for the chassis are on this second sprue. It has some nice drilled disc brakes, and I might be changing those, but these do look pretty good. It is one big assembly with the springs on it as well, so that would be one easy part to do, and it can have a lot of details in it with a couple different colors, of course, and maybe some weathering. The rest of the chassis parts, same as the main chassis itself, are nicely detailed, but mostly molded in bigger pieces, combining a lot of smaller separate pieces. Nonetheless, again, a bit of detailing, time, and attention, and this can turn out pretty good. In order to mount the wheels, you get a couple of polycaps for the front and rear, and also a metal rod to mount the rear wheels, which makes it a lot easier if you want to make them spinnable. You of course also get 4 wheels and tires. They seem to look pretty good, have a nice deep dish around them, though all 4 are the same width. I'm not sure that these are actually used on these cars, as they do look a bit out of size, or out of scale at least, and don't really like the look of them at all. But luckily they will be changed to something that the customer desired. On the other hand, the tires do look really good, have a nice thread pattern, and a good beefy sidewall. As shown earlier, there is a small decal sheet in it as well, with a couple of license plates, some instrument panels, and a lot of 180SX logos, and also some emblems for on the rear, and of course the Nissan logos. And the final sprues are the ones for the clear parts. As you can see in the instructions, these are not necessary. They seem to be the same shape as these ones, but though I've held them against each other, they are not exactly the same, so I'm not going to take the risk, and I just won't be using the other parts. All the other ones are nice. They have some of the lines for the heating elements in the rear, and also some of the faded edges, which makes it easier to mark off all of those parts, which of course need to be painted black. It has a sunroof, which won't be used as that's optional, and you can also choose to do some of the pop-up headlights. I'm not sure if I will do that, as it will be a lot of hassle to cut that out cleanly and then clean up the parts to make it look convincing. All the other clear parts are nicely molded. As you can see, these are optional extras as well for the stock version, and we of course will be using the Type X ones. The main body itself is molded in one piece, has the nice side skirts, front bumper, and rear bumper already installed, which makes it a lot easier as you don't have to glue them on, and the panel gaps are pretty much perfect straight away. The panel lines do need a little bit of attention. They are nice and sharp, but could be a bit deeper. There are some mold lines all over, but not really that hard to remove. I will show that in the next video, of course, where they are and how to remove them.